Hi everybody, again, John here, in Auckland, New Zealand. I was just chatting to Matt Taylor in London, England, Brighton I should say, and talking about the Parliament and a few things there with Philip Hammond and what's happening. He's Secretary of State, Foreign Minister, new. And we want to come over to Westminster to go and claim the trust fund that we have with King William IV title. So he's going to pick up a lot of information from us, Jamie, Patrick Stewart, Ngatai and me. I'll be travelling there soon. We're just getting ready now. We're trying to get our funding organised in the bank here, finance to get us right around the trip around. But we're also going to ask the British government, and Philip Hammond be writing to him today to make it official before the 28th of July 2014, when the US federal state government and the World Bank will be making a flip-flop on their US dollar to get rid of it, because it's no good anyway, and then they're going to find another currency, which Karen Hudes, the General Counsellor for the World Bank, has announced. She's made a lot of statements regarding the trust fund of the gold, where the gold is. 700,000 tonnes of gold is spread around through Philippines, Hawaii, America, Switzerland, and also Sweden, Switzerland, and Japan. So this is in readiness for security of investment for the printing money or whatever. Either use the gold as currency, what she says she wants to do. That's what she says she wants to do for the humanity. You see, that fund was set up for the indigenous people of the world, the native people, the underprivileged people, where the Crown has stepped on our lands and raked it out and made money out of it. Now they're actually spending that money in the World Bank that's meant to be for us developing countries. So they are using it for themselves and for the wars, buying all that equipment and everything else, but helping us out here in New Zealand and our native people, and also the people for their businesses. They don't get nothing. It's all the Crown keeps it for themselves, and this is the problem that we're going to solve with Philip Hammond, the new Foreign Minister of the UK British government. He's our partner. He's our legal commercial trading bank partner under King William's flag, King William IV, Admiralty jurisdiction. Now, Admiralty is mortgage. That's what it means. Mortgage, lien, mortgage levy, creditor. Okay, so we're going to take that title off them, off the Queen, off the Vatican, off anybody, off the US federal state, John Key's government in New Zealand. If they're using his seal and his Admiralty authority, then it's going to get stripped off them, plus they get a bill on top of it. Okay, for fraud. We have proven beyond a doubt that there is fraud involved in their business, in their corporate business. So to wind down their corporations, the Moai has gone as a corporate to catch them out as corporate. You can't do it otherwise. You can't do it outside the system, otherwise they won't let you in. So we've gone as a monarch, we've gone as a sovereign. That's Jamie and I, Jamie, Patrick Stewart Ngatai, and I are sovereign. We're also a monarch, and we're going in with that title from here straight to Britain. We have a legal right to step straight into Britain into Parliament, where King William set this all up for us, the commercial trading between Britain and Aotearoa New Zealand. Okay, so no one has cottoned on the secret of banking is this mortgage. Okay, the mortgage seal, the seal of King William IV on documents. Anybody's documents got that seal on, they're in trouble. Why? It's because they're a third party to us, the first party. Okay, we're the immediate beneficiary of that trust with that gold, 700,000 tons of it. We're going to audit with Philip Hammond. If you're listening to this video, I'm speaking for King William the Fourth with authority and jurisdiction of his seal and the Moai seal. So we're coming to you very soon. We're hoping that you'll reply and invite Jamie and I, as monarch sovereigns, to come there and speak with you and sort out the accounts, settlement, the settlement of the King William account with the Queen. She's gone now. She was married to us, but she divorced us and took off without telling us what she was going to do. Her intentions was to come and take this place over. And she says she's got a title over here. No, she hasn't got a title over us, or anybody, right? Because it's come under the descendants of King William IV. Okay, that's the monarch side, but not the commercial side. The commercial side of contracts belongs to us. She has no contract under King William with anybody. Okay, there's only one contract. That's with us while he was alive, and no one can change that. It's institute law, fixed in London, in Westminster. Okay, extant forevermore. That means no one can change it. Only us, Jamie and I, can sever on behalf of our people. They wouldn't know what to do. It's too late for any Maori or anybody has got enough documents to convince the Lords of London and the government on being title holders. We have the titles. We'll be coming with the titles and the original titles, the Manukau Land Company in Glasgow. I put these titles here, and still no one has come up with any furnishable evidence and titles. It's all over here. I've got all the titles here to bring. Okay, so we'll be bringing all that, and we'll be setting up ourselves with you as partners again, continued under King William IV until you say so, that you can take on a new king, Foley, Jeff Foley, or Matera. I can't see Greg Hallett anywhere. And Michael Hastings has passed away last year. I was hoping that he would go in, but unfortunately he passed on me. So anyway, I just wanted to extend a little bit of this with Philip Hammond, that Matt and a few others can start putting things together before we come. Prepare yourselves to go to Parliament. I know you want to go to Parliament from Brighton. Jamie and I will be going to Plymouth. We're going on to King William's estate and foreclose. And while we've got his Admiralty jurisdiction and authority, we can foreclose on any property with that order through the courts, through Judge David Lindsay Mackey. We'll be going to court, all of us there, to seize on the Queen's properties and seize on the Pope's assets, because she's mortgaged by him, and everything that's mortgaged, I'm telling you a true story. I'm telling you the truth of who we are here in New Zealand with the keys. We're coming with the keys to unlock the Admiralty secret of the banks. Okay, so all the banks are now under investigation of the money coming from the UN and the World Bank, NATO, all that money that they've used from the Admiralty law, court martial of King William, anything that's been linked to the original titles of King William is now forfeited. Okay, I'm just saying. I can say this online so that order goes straight through to Philip Hammond to act on it now. Act on it. If anything ever did happen to me, John Hawani Kahaki Wanoa, then that order gets carried through. That's why it's all on Facebook. You'll see the letter I'll be writing to Philip Hammond today, signed by me, stamped with a King William stamp and the Moai stamp, and also with Jamie and her stamp and her signature. That is authenticated with King William's seal. There's nobody else is to use that seal because it'll turn on them. No one, not even Facebook, who've got all our information. If anything's got King William or Moai statue as a seal, or any Moai on it, on those documents, those are brand name patent rights, okay, under British law, Moai law, and God's law. Okay, 3 of those laws put together. That's what I'm saying in this statement to you on this video, on this date today, for you people in Britain, that we will come there with purpose and with vision to make new, clean slate before the 28th of July 2014, when the US will be doing its fraudulent dealing with their money. That's the pyramid and the eye on it that's been stolen as well, and up to no good. They're up to no good and killing people. All of that's going to stop. And once we take the Admiralty law away from you, once we legislate, I'm hoping that Philip Hammond and politicians are listening to this video. You must take that court-martial law jurisdiction that they're using away from them. Okay, so they're using French Admiralty law, right, which is affidavit. We'll put this affidavit up against that in commerce. Okay, in commerce, that money they're playing around with is not French money. It's come from the British. Okay, so even though the Vatican has put a mortgage, Lien, over the British government and the Queen, that is going to be investigated. Whose authority is the church using over the people? Okay, it's very serious. That's fraud, very serious, and they're already committing fraud. They've got warrants against them in the World Court. We're going to the World Court as well, but we're going to Parliament first. Can null everything, right? We can null everything without going to the World Court. We don't want opinions of others of less power of a king. Okay, king's everything. I'm speaking for the king and Moai, God rule. Okay, so that's higher than their court. So there's no need to go to the World Court. Waste time, waste money. We get to the point. We get to the point, and we act on anything that's fraudulent. It's easy to see. People can tell us, right? We've got the evidence, and our affidavit. If no one refutes it, that's it. That's the law. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you people, that we're tying in the King William IV commercial titles into the seabed titles, right? All those seabed titles, we're going to enforce them under that act of the Seabed Act, over the top of the federal, state and US, right? Over the top, because all their laws came from Britain, okay, to get there. Queen Victoria, all right? Now, that King and Queen of Spain, the successor, is a Filipino, is a white man, Pahia, white man, right? The man struck. And so he has to prove where he got his authority from to the goal, right? They have to all be accountable to the originations of it, and it won't be a twin of Queen Victoria that they use it. See, I'm telling you to do your research. Just reading what happened, how they managed to swindle off the gold from the King and Queen of Spain, right? Killed the brother there, and then of Spain, and then the other one took it. I know which one. My wife tell me which one is doing all the skullduggery. They're going to get pulled in and hung, right? Hung. I'm just saying hung that's the Admiralty law. At serious, severe. It's severe. If you commit these crimes of the people's money, then you're going to get hung right in front of them, right? And I'll go back to Queen Victoria's twin they're talking about, these Filipinos, where they've set up the World Bank, 187 countries administered, and from there. And Karen Hudes is in Japan. She won't go back to the US because she's like Snowden. She'll get locked up or hung. And she did say she's liable, which struck. They're both liable. She said that in the statement. I'm reading every little bit of word for word. Thank goodness I can understand English quite a lot. Anyway, and the law. So she admitted liability. If she went back to the US and she's operating from Japan to hijack that money for herself and for the humanity, not the indigenous people what it's for, but humanity, whatever that is. And its original purpose was for the indigenous people on their land, and not the corporates who were raking it off the land. That's what that money's for. That is what that money's for. And whatever. They're supposed to invest it for us and follow it around. Well, we're going to investigate it then. And so she and Struck have devised another fourth party name of the brother that got killed, of Marcos, the Spaniard successor, and so forth. And that's how they got the mortgage. They put a mortgage over it, and the mortgage would come due, and then they foreclose. Okay, so we're going to foreclose over all that lot if they can't come up with the evidence where they got the trust from and why it was set up. There's no twin involved with Queen Victoria because that's not commercial. You see how smart they are? That's not commercial to go and take someone's trust and make up a twin of Queen Victoria and put it down the other side. How dumb is that? It's going to get you in a lot of trouble and harm for peeling it off. Because from Victoria, it went down to from Victoria, it went down to King George. From King George to Queen Elizabeth, right? And from Queen Victoria to King William IV, right? So from King William IV, it comes straight to us, the commercial contract, right? Not to the other side. So the Queens do not have commercial contract going from King William. It came this way. There is no documents. Show us documents where his authority went the other way, right? I'm telling you, you better get it right. You better get it right, because if you're wrong, and Hammond knows, you're wrong, you're going to lose it all. I'm just telling you, you will lose everything you own, because the British military will have the legal right to search and seize and seize everything for the fraud, right? That's what happens. That's the law. That's the law. And so I'm telling the French government and their Admiralty, it's not good enough to be an affidavit's word. You put your word up against the Moai and the British together, right? Together with the flags on Admiralty at this time in year 1830, not before. Don't go any kings before that, because they never had commercial liens, documents, and little paper slips and instruments, legal instruments, to go to a bank to borrow money and mortgage our lands. Okay? None of that in King Edward and King James. You forget it. Columbus, all those people never had these documents. Only King William IV put that together. Okay? 50 years. That's what they took. 50 years put together. Okay? So I'm just telling you the truth on how Admiralty works in courts, court martials, and lien documents. Levy is seize the whole lot, regardless, seize the whole lot. Lien is pay up, otherwise we'll take it. We're not going lien. We're going straight levy and take the lot. Okay? If you can't prove in everyone else, you put an affidavit, goes through Parliament, Westminster. Once it says, I say you got this, that's it. If you can't refute it, they go and get it. Okay? So we're doing that now to seize all the assets of the Queen, the whole lot, the castle, the lot. Right? Everything in England, everything in London, everything the Queen owned, gone. Back to the people. Okay? Back to the people. And all her wealth, the whole lot. Okay? And hang her while she's still in England. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's my way of talking. Not me. My way is talking. Because he's the law. Okay? That's what he's saying. She's committed really, really, really satanic crimes and all those other satanic rituals in the Masons and the Jesuits and the popes. You're going to get gunned right into court. Right? They're going after you. They're going after you. The people are going after you with this order. And no more of that killing little babies. You see all that Netanyahu, you're going to go on a stand. You're going to get hung too with the Rothschilds for your corporations. Right? Your corporations kill those people, and Syria, kill the people for your wealth and trying to take over the world. Poison people and all that. And stop. Moai says no more. No more of that. Okay? No more duping the people. You dupe the people in Britain. You dupe the people out in the Pacific. You dupe no more. That's what Moai says. Thank you very much. I'm supposed to put the tidal energy stuff on this video, but I'll put it on the next one. And we'll stop this one now. And we'll go on to the for you, Matt Taylor. Sorry about that. I went into this side a bit more. Okay? Bye for now. We'll see you later. Have a nice day.